Welcome to 5 Minute Mics with Finlos. For this episode, we have a head to head with two supercardioid dynamic microphones made by Sontronics, the Corona and the Podcast Pro. A good thing about these two mics is that they are distinct. There is no mistaking the sound of the Podcast Pro with that of the Corona. They also look completely different while still adhering to a common design credo, which seems to be honoring the past while implementing modern design. What that translates to in practice, though, is something that looks or tries to look vintage while still sounding 21st century. And while how we feel about sound is subjective, I think that the Corona is more successful at finding this balance than the Podcast Pro. The Podcast Pro is trying very hard to be cool, maybe even hipster cool. I feel like this mic should have been shipped with torn jeans and beard conditioner. And the black and red models mostly succeed with that vibe. And while they may have been trying to appeal to a broader creator audience with the array of colors available, they ultimately only make the entire product line look less professional. There's just something about chrome mesh that resembles chainmail. It looks a little silly. But the yoke mount is very nice and allows for a flexible range of motion. The Podcast Pro also has good plosive control and ambient audio rejection. What it doesn't have is a clean tone. It's one thing to have a tuned spectrum curve, but the sound of this mic is problematic beyond that tuning. It sounds muffled, stiff, and tinny. The Corona, on the other hand, has a pleasing open sound. It is very detailed and clean sounding while still offering a tuned profile. In this case, however, the tuning accentuates the better qualities of most voices. It is not, however, neutral or flat, if that is what you are looking for. Instead, this mic is definitely designed to be used out of the box and live. It shines on a stage, live feed, or lively group conversation. Its design is also vintage, but is simple and clean. It is also very expensive considering its limited use case. I think that both of these mics are a mixed bag. Sontronics offers high quality design and manufacturing based in England, so you have the peace of mind of knowing your products were built ethically. But you definitely pay for that peace of mind. I think with the Corona, the cost is worth it if you are like me and primarily a vocal user. It is beautifully designed, sounds amazing on my voice, and coming with a nice hard case doesn't hurt either. The Podcast Pro, on the other hand, doesn't fare as well in my opinion. For the price, there are just too many better options, even if the look is what you're going for. If you can get one on the cheap secondhand, then that would be one thing, but the price is too much to pay for the sound that it offers. That's it for this head to head. You can check out my affiliate links to purchase these mics or any of my gear, but I always recommend trying to find pre owned equipment first. Check me out with this and all my other microphones on the Finlos Lives podcast at finloslives.com. I'd love to hear what you thought about the Sontronics Podcast Pro and Corona or any of the mics I have featured, so leave a comment below. If you appreciate this content, please be sure to like and subscribe. Be kind to your voice.